fantastic boss monster called Bones. And I have to say, I really do like this character. He's big, he's a skull character, he's got broad shoulders with cape and nice hat, and his voice. Oh, his voice.
All right, don't enjoy it too much, Grax.
You can't tell me what to do. It overpromised and underperformed.
It has difficulty being a coherent episode, I'll give you that. I think it suffers from trying to do too much.
Yeah.
Trini's Fear of Heights, ordinarily that would be an episode in itself. The Bones Monster would be an episode. The Giant Knight could be an episode.
There are 3 episodes, you're right, in this one episode.
I mean, not necessarily 3 very good episodes. I mean, it does beg the question, though. Does that mean that actually Zordon is just sitting on rocks in a multicoloured landscape?
With trees and dry ice mist. He probably is.
Maybe when the Power Rangers aren't about and Alpha's doing his nutting, maybe he's just playing cards with the skeleton blokes.
It was like, no, I'm too much of this. I'm turning off the screen. I'm just going to relax underneath this plastic tree of death.
You said in your synopsis that Zordon was going to analyse the time device.
Oh, yes, he did. No, it was a time hole. And that's another thing. There's no consistency of this time stuff. It's time warp, it's time device, it's time hole, it's time space. Pick one!
The time device creates the time hole.
Which is a time warp?
That traps them in a time warp, yeah. The time hole is the entrance to the time warp.
Wow, I'm impressed you managed to thread all that nonsense together. You did a better job than me.
But what I can't thread together is the bit where Zordon announces that Bones is on Earth and says, oh yeah, he's very dangerous. He probably controls the time device as well. It's like, where did you get that from? Actually, it just seems they're kind of hanging out.
You're right.
The Rangers have basically taken down the putties on their day off.
That they were having a play day, and the Rangers just saw evil and goes, right, we're going to take you out. And then the putties approach them from behind and goes, hey guys, what are you doing over here? Do you want to join us? We're having a bit of a tea party. And the Rangers like, it's beating up time.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking back of that human chain again. Let's talk about that very, very briefly. And how
human
dumb
chain,
it is.
Yeah. It defies gravity.
It does. Anyway, for those who can't see what the human chain is, if you imagine Jason having Zach on his shoulders and then Zach leaning back.
Zach's legs around his shoulders.
Yeah.
And Kimberly holds on to Zach's legs as Jason twirls them around.
Well, it's supposed to be like a spinning death blade of some kind of human
guess so,
proportions.
yeah.
That's what it's supposed to be, but no, it doesn't work at all. They barely make any contact. They barely make enough speed to be of any effect, and it's...
Well, you say it doesn't work, but it does cause all of the putties to leap into cactuses. They get cactus leaves on their backsides and go running off.
Oh, yes, they do. I forgot about that.
I mean, that's the highlight of the episode for me.
With the comical music
yeah.
and Rita Repulsor lighting them up with her sniper scope, ready to take out the failures.
Yeah. So when Dora Titan gets sent in to grab Geki, the Red Ranger, but you do actually see in the American footage, the others, when they fall out, they've got the space shuttle in their hands.
Really?
Yeah, if you actually look, when they leap out, the space shuttle is still there. And then it's like, okay, we'll fire the shuttle to help the Tyrannosaurus, basically.
Okay.
So the shuttle flies into the Titan and explodes as well.
So that's why the Titan sort of turns into pixie dust and fades away? Because
No, it's just an added bit of damage. There is no good reason in the Japanese footage why he just floats away like that.
What?
I've got nothing for you.
There's no footage in the Japanese footage? Why?
There is no reason at all. No.
What? Didn't he get hit by a laser beam or a drop kick or something?
No. And the other thing that happens in the sequence, which for some reason we don't see in the American footage, is there's one shot in which the shuttle rides past a pair of Japanese schoolgirls, and the backdraft causes their skirts to fly up, and we see their panties. What?
We see their panties?
Yep, genuinely.
Why could we not see that?
I know. Why couldn't we see some Japanese
It was the
panties?
90s. We could get away with so much more than Japanese schoolgirl panties.
Yeah, but we didn't.
#Japan.
#Japan, absolutely.
You can listen to this episode in its entirety and listen to other episodes of RangerPod by going to the website rangerpod.com. Make sure you don't miss a single episode of RangerPod. Subscribe to us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and on your favourite podcast listening app, whether it be iTunes, Stitcher, Acast, or something else.